Hi, this is Raveena Tandon and you are watching Bollywood Hungama.
We have with us beautiful Raveena Tandon. Her movie is coming up, Shab, and she's looking as simply spellbinding in that play. Having you back on Bollywood Hungama, first of all.
Thank you so much for it again.
I've been watching Musafir all day since morning. And how do you manage to look the way you are looking in that song?
I don't know, genetically. I don't know really. Right. But it's been shot very well. Very aesthetically shot. It's a beautiful song. So I think because the song is so beautiful, everyone looks very nice in that song.
No, it's like you're being modest about it. But still, you know, somehow the entire vibe of the song, the way it is, it has something electrifying to it. What you know, somehow that entire attitude is important as well in bringing that vibes somehow. Do you think it's important as well? Do you feel that?
Well, it's necessary to portray what you are trying to in the song. So the chemistry kind of comes across of these two characters who are lost. You know, the whole song is about love, about complicated relationships, about how beautiful and simple and at the same time completely complicated a relationship can be. So it's kind of the emotional trauma of all the actors that you can see in that song that comes across.
Right. And to see you in a romantic sort of affiliation with he's like a younger guy as far as you're concerned. How was that experience? Because these things do happen, but many a times we look at them in a bit of a taboo fashion. But when any sort of creative medium, I think it grows when you have something which is unexpected in a way.
Well, you know, in this film actually it's about this boy who comes from a small town and tries to become really big in a big city, tries to make it big. And it's about how, you know, people in the name of relationships end up using each other. Definitely he's I mean there's this Arpita as well and me, and we it's like a love triangle. So it's basically about you know, definitely the relationship is about an older woman and a younger boy and a younger man, but it's not the age disparity is not that much, or that's not what the film revolves around. She is a woman in her late 30s, and even Arpita is a woman in her late 30s, and this boy comes into, you know, this man comes into the city to make it big, and so it's basically you know, complications about relationships, about people. So that's more what the emphasis is about.
And I believe you had wanted to work with On Air almost 17 years back as well. And this film was his first script.
Well, On Air and me are very old friends, and we wanted to make this film many years ago. But then, I don't know, something didn't work out, and I got married and, you know, had my baby, and I said, now I don't think I want to do this, we'll see, you know. And then suddenly On Air said, you know, we've been wanting to work with each other for a long time. So then On Air said, "Arey yaar, let's bring that film back and let's do that film." I said, "Yeah, let's," you know. But yeah, there's been a reversal of roles kind of a thing. Earlier I was to play what Arpita was playing, but this time I chose this, you know, a role to play because this is something that I've not done before.
Right.
So it was very interesting.
Okay, and beat Sorry Bhai is one of his another film which, you know, people can judge these films very easily because it was once again.
Nikhil.
No, Sorry Bhai is another film that he has done.
Okay.
Yeah, where there was two guys, and wife of one guy is in a relationship, gets into a relationship with her devar.
Okay.
So that's a film that he has directed as well. So somehow he comes up with films with complicated relationships, and people can judge them all the time. How do you look at something like this? Because
you know, his films are about complicated relationships, but they're also very sensitive films. So it's not something that will, you know, or shock you or disturb you or anything. But it will leave you thinking for sure. You know, that, and believe me, there'll be, because we have non-som cast, and they're, you know, everyone's lives, how they are complicated and how they are, you know, connecting with them. There are a lot of people who will identify with what is going on with some character or the other at some stage, that oh my god, this happens in my life as well, you know. So that is what the whole film is about.
Do you at times feel that, as far as we are concerned, actresses, when you look at actresses, say in Hollywood for that matter, they start getting their best roles maybe after 35. They're glamorous. They are they can involve as much of physical I think intimacy as well as possible. But somehow we have this entire this notion that actresses after 30 maybe, or once they get married, somehow they tend to get certain amount of roles. Do you feel the disparity?
If you'd asked me this question maybe 10 years ago, I would have said yes. But in today's day and age, I believe that our industry has broadened its horizons. We are looking at a lot of varied kind of films, different kind of roles that everybody is doing, and I think it's an amazing time for Indian actresses in Indian cinema. And as far as all of us are concerned, whether we're married or we're not married or whatever, nowadays it does not really change that much. I think there's a certain amount of awareness now with the audience as well that ultimately this is the talent of an actor that counts, which brings forth whatever kind of or level of performance that you're giving.
Okay, now your husband is a film distributor. He's a very prominent film distributor. This entire GST, the way it has been levied on the film industry, 28%. Now it has been revised, 28% on 100 rupees ticket and above, and 18% of 100 rupees and below. How do you look at it? Because many people, they are quite alarmed with the entire situation.
That is something I think the industry has been fighting against for a very long time. Has always been the taxes on the on the ticketing. But as far as the GST now is concerned, I think it is something that you will have to honestly talk to him, because I don't know how he's feeling about it. But as far as I'm concerned, I think anyway tickets are getting going to see a movie is becoming a very expensive affair. And I think our industry is one of the industries that contributes a lot as far as taxes or any other thing goes.
Correct.
We are always there, whether it is the excise or the income tax or the police department shows, the industry is always standing by them.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Even if there's a calamity in the industry, the film industry is standing by. If there's a calamity in the country, whether it could be a flood or it could be earthquake, the film industry is always standing by and contributing as much as they can in their capacity that they can do. But unfortunately, I think maybe it is always seen as oh my God, there's excess money here, which is not so true, because everyone's working equally hard. Faridun, what kind of hard work goes behind making a movie. But I think slowly it'll reach a point where again going to see the movies might just become a luxurious affair, where probably common man will not be able to afford the kind of but then again, I guess this is up to the distributors and the business side of our industry to decide what step forward they want to take.
No, because primarily because considering that you I think have a wonderful, I think, mind of your own as well, and because and you are an influencer in a huge way, because what is happening is that we were speaking to Ritesh Deshmukh and Vivek Oberoi. Now Ritesh, that said, if the movie is made at 10 crores, so with GST it becomes the budget becomes 12 crores 80 lakhs, and the fact that it is being pushed in with sin industry like gambling,
the
and
whole
betting,
economics changes, no?
The whole economics changes, and apart from that,
the whole economics changes.
It's like the person success rate is around 7 to 10% as far as of the movie is concerned.
Correct.
And in that regard,
out of 200 movies, barely 5 movies will do well enough to recover what they've spent.
Right. So in that regard, it can have, and what happens is, as you said, that people will start considering it luxury. Anyways, the biggest hits of Indian cinema, be it Bajrangi Bhaijaan, in terms of actual number of people who went inside theatres, or say Dangal for that matter, or Bahubali, they've had 3% of Indian audience who've actually gone inside the theatres to make them colossal hits the way they have. The piracy is a huge problem. 90% of the people are they're watching it on piracy. So something like this will further encourage piracy as well.
See, the industry does face a humongous amount of problems. There's no two ways about it. Whether it is in the form of GST now, or it was taxes levied earlier, the entertainment tax as well. The entertainment tax was a huge thing then.
Right.
Now it's the GST being introduced. Well, the few films are lucky which get a tax exemption, but they have to have a social message, so you can't expect that for a commercial film.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Stars who are doing really well, according to me, charge a hell of a lot of money. Sometimes not enough even for the film to recover or break even. That kind of recovery is not there. That is another thing. So for producers, it is a very it's becoming a literally getting strangled by many limitations of what they want to do. So ultimately, when the stars only charge so much, then how much will they really spend on movie? Nowadays, marketing is another big thing altogether. So it's becoming very difficult for good, genuine filmmakers who have that certain budgeting in mind to be able to make really high quality films in the terms of even recovery then.
Absolutely.
So I mean, a film like Bahubali, which is an extravaganza, is very rare to see.
It's like once in a 70 years that you
exactly
have something
a film like that at that level of the kind of money that they've spent, But unfortunately, what will happen with other kind of films? What happens then? They compromise on the making of the film and they've paid their stars only that much. So these kind of things will happen. There will be a struggle. Filmmakers face a lot of struggle in that. Like even Ritesh said that it's a very small percentage of films that actually break all these barriers and go on to become runaway hits. So yes, there will be a time where I see a little sense of struggle ahead as well.
Yeah, and what is happening is that the regional cinema was, like say Marathi and Punjabi cinema, they had 0% tax now. And now after this coming into play, and they'll have a lot of things to worry about.
But I think that's in a way, the regional cinema, the way it's coming up, I think is a great sign. Because we always had talent all over. And the kind of movies that are coming out in Marathi, whether it's the Marathi language or it's even in Bihar or Punjab, they're humongous hits, and it's incredible to see the growth. Earlier on, the South used to rule, or Bengal used to rule, but now these other states also coming up with their films which are made in the local language, and I think it's super. So at one point you see a certain growth. But unfortunately, like I said, there will always be limitations and struggles.
Right. Okay, you had this entire phenomenon on Twitter recently when you posted that
social media controversy.
That do you feel that maybe you were looking outstandingly beautiful in that picture or in sari? Maybe you could have just posted the picture and that's about it. Do you feel that without saying anything? Do you feel that?
But did you see what the other tweets were all about?
No, that is something which will always be there.
Anyway, this was a controversy that happens to everyone at every given point. It's something that you say or something that you don't. So, in the sense that this controversy started on social media and it has ended on social media, and it will happen again and again. Whether it's me, whether it's if Priyanka wears a short dress, Fatima chooses to wear a wear a bikini, or I choose to wear what I want and comment the way I want. This is what's going to happen to everybody. And if you see, it's trolling without reason. They twist what you've said or what you wanted to say or what you were trying to portray. And the tweet that I put out was that, am I going to be trolled as well? The way everyone else is getting trolled. Because nowadays, anything simple also you do is you get trolled. Anything simple.
Okay, now we have this quiz. I think you are one of the very few actresses who has worked with all the with Shah Rukh, Salman and Amir. So we have this quiz of your films with these three people, and let's see how much of it you remember. And it's simple. You'll have the options as well, and your fans hopefully will be enjoying that as well. Okay. All right. So how many films have you done with Salman Khan? 4, 5, 6 or 7?
2, 3.
पत्थर के फूल अंदाज अपना अपना कहीं पे आना हो जाए.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think it's right. And Deewana Mastana, you had like a very, very, I think, special appearance. So I think
that's not counted. Both of us were in special appearance.
Absolutely. Okay, what was Salman Khan's character's name in Andaz Apna Apna?
Prem.
Prem full name?
That I don't know.
I'll give you option. Okay, Prem Bhopali, because that's the only
हाँ,
option.
Prem Bhopali, correct.
Okay,
He was playing Jagdeep ji's son.
हाँ जी. Who was the director of the film Kahin Pyar Na Ho Jaye? Shall I give you options for that?
Yeah.
Anis Bazmi, David Dhawan, K. Murli Mohan Rao.
K. Murli Mohan Rao.
What is Amir Khan's name in your movie Parampara? I'll give you options.
Huh.
Vijay, Pratap, Ranbir, Prithvi Singh.
Oh God. Oh, this is Pratap.
It was Ranbir.
No.
Ranbir.
Yeah, Pratap was Saif.
Yeah.
Because I remember Saif's dialogue. Pratap has landed. And we all laughed and laughed and laughed.
Okay, in which year did Pehla Nasha release? It had a cameo appearance by both Shah Rukh Khan and Amir Khan. Should I give you options for the year?
Yeah.
1993, 1995, 97, 1993. 93, correct. Who sang the iconic track Zamana Deewana Ho Gaya of your film of the same title with Shah Rukh?
Give me
I'll
names.
give you options. Udit Narayan, Sonu Nigam, Vinod Rathore, Kumar Sanu.
Sonu Nigam.
It was Vinod Rathore.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, it was not my song, so not fair. You asked me a question about someone else's song.
that is your film. So
yeah, maybe. But.
Okay, I'm giving you a simpler one. In which year did Zamana Deewana release? 94, 95, 96, 98.
95.
Correct.
Yeah?
Correct.
Oh God.
Okay, one last question. Who sang the song LOG that you had with Amir in Andaz Apna Apna?
No idea.
Should I give you options?
Yeah.
It was Udit Narayan, Kavita Krishnamurthy, S.V. Balasubramaniam, Sadhna Sargam, Vicky Mehta and Behroz Chatterjee.
Vicky. No, what was the first name? Udit Narayan. And who else? Give me all the names.
Udit Narayan, Kavita Krishnamurthy, S.V. Balasubramaniam, Sadhna Sargam, Vicky Mehta and Behroz Chatterjee.
Not S.V. Balasubramaniam, was it?
No.
He used to sing for Salman.
Yes.
All Pathar Ke Phool songs.
Correct.
So I think it is Vicky something.
Vicky Mehta and
Vicky
Behroz
Mehta.
Chatterjee. Correct.
Yeah, because I remember it was very different music. It was Tushar's music.
Right.
Tushar was the music director. I think Tushar ji, and he had very different kind of voices and tones for everyone.
A bit of O.P. Nayyar flavor to it. We have a rapid fire with you to end the interview, so it's even better. So rapid fire with Raveena Tandon, one and only one Raveena Tandon. One recent Bollywood film that you really liked.
Dangal. It has to be Dangal. I loved Dangal.
Okay, your favorite holiday destination?
Anywhere where I'm with my kids, I'm having fun.
Okay, last Bollywood film that you saw?
Hindi medium.
Hindi medium?
And Bahubali.
Bahubali.
Yeah. I loved both these films.
Hindi medium and three things that you will always find in your role model. Three things that
humility, honesty, and humanity.
Okay, who's your favorite actor from the young generation lot, like one actor and actress?
I think it was really good. I think Varun Dhawan is excellent. Got a great comedy timing.
Right.
And he's very good, very sincere. An actress will be Alia.
Alia Bhatt. Okay. Three tips according to you how to handle trolls.
Never get, I think, intimidated. Never, I think, indulge them in what they want ultimately you to say or do. Third, ignore them.
Ignore them.
Because it doesn't matter. Everyone has an opinion.
Absolutely.
And everyone is free to criticize. But personal attacks and abuses, do not tolerate.
Absolutely.
Report.
Absolutely. Okay, what is your favorite food?
Favorite food? Japanese could be. The Japanese cuisine.
Okay.
I love Japanese.
Alright, if there's a biopic made on you, who should play Raveena Tandon?
I have no idea. Me.
Yourself? Yeah, I think you can definitely do that. Okay, three people from Bollywood that are always there on your speed dial.
Manish, Karan, and Anil Tharani.
Anil Tharani. Okay. One film of yours that deserves a sequel.
I don't know. I can't think of any.
People say Andaz Apna Apna all the time that they should be.
Yeah, that is a very cliched answer. So, ठीक है अंदाज़ अपना अपना भी कर दो. Everyone wants that anyway.
Okay. Any final thoughts on Shab? That what is the what is
I
it
think
that?
it's a very interesting film.
Right.
It's not the very cliched kind of performances or very cliched kind of love story. It's very it is a little complicated for sure, but it's something that will get you thinking. And like I said, everyone will identify at some point about something at somewhere.
Okay, and what are you doing next after this?
After this, right now, I'm just completing Sabse Bada Kalakar, and then I want a long break because from January onwards, it's been very hectic for me, and I'm not used to working like this. I can't work like this anymore. So I'm looking forward to a very long break, and then when I come back refreshed, I might. I've been sussing a couple of scripts. Let's see. It has to be something exciting like Matra or Shab, probably to even for me to consider.
Right.
I don't want to do again the same run of the mill kind of stuff. So. Maybe let's see what happens there.
You've had many hit songs as in terms of where people just really love to see you dancing as well. Can we see that happening?
I hope so. I'm looking forward. Maybe I should do a good comedy now.
Yeah,
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Enough of doing these serious films now. Some comedy.
Absolutely. Absolutely, people would love to see that as well, and some dancing as well, because I think that is something that people still
maybe.
Right. The last time around when you came to our office, there were people who were playing Kabhi Disco Mein Jaaun. Like it doesn't happen like that. Those songs they're still as fresh as ever.
Yeah.
All right. Lovely talking to you, Raveena Tandon, and looking forward to Shab and all your future ventures. And we hope that you keep on looking as radiant as ever.
Thank you so much.
Forever.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks. Thanks for that.
That's all we have from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.